Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Xfinity Race 3 here at Atlanta International Speedway. Again, I'm Chris, your host. Joining me is Jamie.
How we doing today, everybody? We got Race Control live broadcast, and we both have the broadcast booth going on. So we got both perspectives, and hopefully we have a good one today, Chris.
That is true. Let's go ahead and take a look at the current conditions now here in Las Vegas. Oh, I said Atlanta, didn't I? It's Las Vegas.
It is Vegas, yes.
It is currently 78 degrees with 56% of dew point, clear skies with 2 miles per hour. We have the same three penalty rules, and Jamie, you want to go over these three penalties?
Yeah, that's going to be EOL for your first yellow flag cost. Second one's going to be a drive-through and under green, and your third one is going to be a park it for the night. Anything serious enough, if deemed serious enough, will be a straight to a drive-through, and anything deemed on purpose will be an automatic park.
Sounds good. Let's go ahead and take some look at the results from our practice here in Las Vegas. Taking the win here is Barrow at our practice, getting a nice 30-second lap time in, followed closely by Eric White with 0.08 seconds behind him. And you can see the rest of the field as it stands for our practice. Not that many participants tonight, it seems,
No,
at Las Vegas.
no, it's not looking like that, Chris. We got the last race that actually we went through, which Andrew Clue won. Andrew Clue wound up taking the win on that one over Joseph Barrow, but really he pushed hard, and they both fought together. Um, I believe both of them are not teammates. They're both they're both opposite teammates. It looks like, but hopefully, hopefully we can see something good tonight.
Let's quickly look at the qualifying status so we can get to know where everyone's at, and then I want to get back to talking about some race standings here. Taking, I don't know why it says L here, but that's Eric White taking first place, it seems, here for qualifying with a nice 30.6, followed by Austin Dixon. And then you can see the rest of the field there, and it seems like Barrow is actually in last. Don't know what happened there. Maybe we'll have to get an interview at some point, but going from first in the practice to now last at qualifying, we'll have to see what happens, what he can make of this race here. As it currently stands, there's a battle between Eric White and Barrow, who are teammates, but they are tied right now for second place as the driver's standings of the season goes. And as Jamie stated, Andrew Clue is leading by 112 points, and Joseph and Eric are both 85 points. Now, Jamie, how many maximum points can you win off one of these races?
So the maximum points that anybody can win is going to be, well, and again, that's minus bonuses, is going to be 45. Now, 45 points plus bonuses could add up to anywhere from 47 to 52 or even higher. Maybe even 55, I think, is the highest maximum amount you can get per race, Chris.
So, as it stands right now, if Barrow or White wins tonight, they will take first spot here, claiming leader of the standings over Clue there.
Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, Clue did take the week off, so we're going to see how that affects his points going forward.
All right, well, our racers are now on the field preparing for tonight's battle here in Las Vegas. On your screen right now is where each one is in relative to how they qualified. Disregard the sixth position, Jamie Griffin, of course. He is not racing, he is a commentator tonight. So we are expecting some good racing since there are only essentially 5 people here racing tonight. So hopefully we'll see some good racing, maybe no yellow flags besides our stages. And I mean, we could just have a straightforward night tonight. Jamie, when are the stages here tonight?
It looks like the stages are going to be 35 and 70 tonight, Chris. So we're looking forward to the last 50 laps to see how they can conserve those tires and make sure that they can end the race successfully.
Alrighty. Well, as our racers here go around their pacing lap for the final time, pace car is in. We will begin tonight's race here at Las Vegas for our Xfinity Series. Green light, green flag, they're off. Eric Way getting an enormous start here over the 84 car. Already dominating the field on these newly fresh tires, but on the cold track as it stands.
Yeah, it looks like Barrow's back there with the 41 having a little bit of trouble. They're going back and forth, but he has overtaken the 41, and he's pushing on the 28 right now, going up the backstretch. I see though, if those two get together, there might be an actual problem. I think we have an issue back there, Chris. It looks like the 41 had gotten loose a little bit in that back corner back there. Go back there and just check that out real quick. It looks like he dropped below that white line, and unfortunately, gonna lose that lead pack up front.
Unfortunate, because as it stands tonight, it doesn't seem like there would be too many yellow flags to be able to get back in. The star 84, a little squirrely right there.
Yeah, I seen that as soon as I switched over.
28 in the 4 car going to take advantage.
Now he's going to lose that second place to the 28, yeah.
Yep, now 84 back in 4th place, bottom of the pack, and that number 7 car continuing to dominate and just increasing his distance to the pack here. Barrow taking the inside of the 28 car and now becoming 2nd place, moving towards the 7 car. Now both 7 and 4 again are on the same team, so hopefully no accidents happen between them, as that would be catastrophic for their team points here tonight.
Yeah, that is going to be correct. They want to complete as many laps as they can, Chris, just for their team alone. Every single lap counts towards those team standings, and they want to make sure that they pull out a win for not only their team, but themselves as well.
Now tonight, we have 2 members of the Crimson Devils here. They currently are in 1st place of our teams here with 85 points. And GEC Motorsports in 2nd place with 78.5. Anyone tonight here, Jamie, racing for GEC Motorsports?
Yeah, that's going to be Austin Dixon. Unfortunately, Mason Arujo had missed this race for unseen circumstances. But maybe we'll get an interview with him later. What happens? Looks like the Ford just got into the wall a little bit there, Chris. Seeing what's going on with that. But don't you ever forget, Chris, that Jessica Childs is also one of the Crimson Devils. She's out there racing with them.
That's a lot of points that could be going towards that team, increasing the distance between the GEC Motorsports and the Crimson Devils here. 84 taking the lower here on the 28 car, ultimately passing, now in 3rd position, but that 1st car and 2nd car are continuing to get away from the pack. The number 7 car is actually, the number 4 car is catching up to the 7 car as we stand right now, but it's very slow here. It's definitely some distance between them, about 1.7 seconds.
Well, it looks like the 41's already going into the pits, Chris. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's true. He was further along in the back of the pack, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll have to see maybe if that was some damage that was causing him to be in the back there, or...
Jay Penland has disconnected. That is going to be unfortunate for him, Chris.
Jay Penland has disconnected, so unfortunately he will not be getting any points here tonight. Maybe some participation points for at least connecting, but unfortunately he had a rough start, so he must have just decided to get out of this race, and there's probably no opportunity for him to catch back up. Honestly, there was a couple opportunities, though. He wasn't down a lap or anything. He just had to wait for that first first stage to go out, and then he could pop back up with the rest of the crowd. Battle continues to control this short race here with only 4 racers remaining. The 7 and the 4 cars still maintaining their 1.7 gap between them. So they're pretty much driving the same here. Barrow making a little bit of a difference now, 1.6 seconds now. 10 laps down, 100 to go here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's going to be a good amount of separation between all of them, Chris. We're going to see how that's going to affect everything. Go ahead and see if we can ride along with this 28 car, see how he's going. That's going to be Jessica Childs. Looks like she's going to be pushing up the back of the pack as hard as she can. Being there's only 4, Chris, I'm not sure how much gain she's going to be able to make. Those tires are going to be pretty worn off. It's going to be impressive if she can catch back up.
That is true.
Mind you, this is our ARCA Ports leader as well, so. Oh, sounds like the 4 car touched a wall. All right, looks like Joe's doing pretty good to try to catch that number 7 car, but that number 7 car is definitely up there in the lead, a pretty good clip.
The distance has increased between the first and second car here. The number 7 and number 4, as the number 4 did hit that wall a couple times. Now a 2.2 second gap between them. And increasing, I should note.
Yeah, that is correct, Chris. We're going to see if Barrows is going to be able to make any kind of headway coming into this. Hopefully, he's going to be able to do something with this gap, but unfortunately, I'm not so sure. Fortunately, not much to go by, Chris. Attendance has been low for the bigger races, unfortunately.
That's true. We were just on board Jay Barrow's car. It seemed like he just dipped underneath the apron there for a second, or onto the apron. Don't know what happened there. He seems a little squirrely tonight. 84 losing control again in the backfield there. As you can see on our map on our top right here, most of the vehicles are very spaced out as of right now. So no drafting is happening tonight. It's all pure racing here, and it comes down to just getting in these nice quick lap times down on the dirtiest air possible, and you just got to maintain a bunch of grip.
Yeah, going up on the 84, Chris, there is a little bit of damage on that back right. Looks like he has tapped that wall a couple times. Let's go see his right rear suspension. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's too overpowered on the back. Yeah, he does got some damage on that right front as well, Chris. Let's go ahead and see the far chase on that. Yeah, it looks like he's got a good amount of damage on that right front side. Pushed up on that tire. That is going to lose a little bit of speed, unfortunately, for that 84 car. GEC Motorsports, hopefully they can push through and get one of those fast repairs on the first stage. Yeah, it looks like the 7 of Eric White has been doing very well trying to push around this track. No damage, no touching to the walls. He's been doing extremely well. It sounds like the 28 is not faring so well, but she doesn't have any damage either, Chris. Nope, no damage at all on the 28 car. Just looks like she's got some tires that are being worn out, but hopefully she can make a little bit better effort to close that gap on those leaders.
And, you know, just doing some quick math here, Jamie, with our remaining laps and most of these people doing 33 seconds a lap here, we're looking at 47 minutes left of regulation here with maybe an additional 5 to 10 for those stages. So we're looking at maybe another 50 minutes of racing here. So in total, this is going to be a pretty short race here tonight.
Yeah, without those cautions, it really does take away from how long these races can be, Chris. It's really determined on cautions on whether the race runs long or short. But it does look like we are going to have a short one tonight due to participation. Be assured the league is going to get together and figure out what we can do about getting the participation level up for these later races in the week.
Sounds good. The battle for first position here is still continuing, and unfortunately, nothing has changed. Fortunately for the number 7, and unfortunately for the number 4, but the number in 7 and 4 are now almost 4 seconds. Make that 4 seconds now of a difference between them. A little bit gaining here for the number 4 car, but ultimately, I feel like it keeps trending in this one direction. Number 7 car went off onto the apron there for a second.
Yeah, I did see that, Chris. It looks like his tires are starting to get worn out. What lap are we on?
We are on lap number 27.
27 already, huh?
Yeah, pretty quick race here tonight.
So those tires are definitely getting worn out, Chris. So you're gonna see these drivers start to pit in.
Like the 28 car that just pitted into the pit lane right now.
Yeah, there you go. We're going to go ahead and switch to switch to the pit view and catch that 28 coming in. Gonna probably go ahead and change all 4 tires and get some fuel for the duration of the race, but they're definitely gonna have to come in again, Chris.
Number 7 car again going off into the apron for a second. As you can see down below, we have just added this new feature where you can see pit stops as they go. Dixon entering the pit stop right now. Child still in the pits. Oh, the number 4 just, or the number 7 just hit the wall there for a second. Barrow is catching up, now only down by 3 seconds. With 29 laps to go, almost 30. Child still inside the pits here, 76 seconds, 77 now out of the pits. Dixon with 25 seconds in the pits now. He's probably looking for a quick return there out to the race. Most of these people are looking to get new tires on so that they can catch up with this pack here and maybe overtake them.
Yeah, it looks like we've also lost Jay Childs.
Jay Childs is out of the race. Confirmed. Yeah, confirmed. Have we also lost the number 84 car, A. Dixon?
Unknown at this time.
Oh,
no,
no,
A. Dixon is still out there.
Number 84 car catching back up, a lap down, but got those new sets of tires on there. Can he catch up to these leaders? Doing some nice laps times. They'll keep you in check for their lap times and I'll let you know what's going on. Let's head back up to our exciting view here. Let's go ahead and get back on our tower here. So again, as this night continues, now 32 laps down and only 3 cars remaining. Battle for first continues here. Barrow making up some time when the number 7 car hit the wall there moments ago. The 84 car is now down 2 laps to the leaders here. Don't know what's going on with his car tonight. Let's go ahead and see if we can see where he is on the track right now. There he is, 84. Let's go ahead and get, how's his speed doing? 170, so he's definitely doing some good amount of speed here, breaking the 180 barrier, which is definitely harder to do on those worsening tires, but he just got those new tires out there on a hot track. He'll definitely be exceeding the speed barrier here. Close behind the number 4 car as well, so maybe getting some drafting off of him. As you can see, all these cars are pretty much back to back, but of course the 84 car being 2 laps down has to get in front of all of them to make up some of those laps being down.
Our first stage, Chris, is going to be at 35, so just give me a heads up when they're going to be coming across the finish line for 36, and I'll throw it.
Will do. We are on the 35th lap right now, so 36 will be coming up.
Most likely they just pitted. They will not need to pit again. If that 84 passes that 7, he's going to get that lap back. He's going to get a lap back. So here they come. They're coming to ground now for that finish line.
At 36, first caution goes out for our first stage. We'll go ahead and switch back over to this view in case anyone wants to enter pit lane. We'll keep track on the pits for you guys and look at some of the pit stop strategies as this night continues on. No one entering the pits as of now, but reminder that the pit lane is closed for the first couple laps here of the yellow. And some of the times the numbers, when the pit lane opens, they'll be on the opposite side of the field, so they'll have to do a whole lap to get back be able to enter the pits. So we'll just be keeping an eye on who enters the pits here tonight. It was very good for the number 84 car to get a lap back here before the yellow, maybe even getting a lucky dog or something, allowing him to catch back up to the leader lap. Is that possible, Jamie?
Yeah, that is going to definitely be possible, Chris. As long as he doesn't pit, he might even get that lucky dog because he did come back and pass that lead pack. He can get on the lead lap if he really, really tries hard enough. But he will not be able to pit. He should not be pitting.
Number 7 and number 4 down on the apron, looking like they'll be entering pit lane here momentarily. This might be a good opportunity for the number 84 car here to make some distance up, and both of them, the number 7 and the number 4, entering pit lane. We'll keep an eye on their times here as they enter, and we'll stick with them
84.
in pit lane together.
Yeah, that 84 is going to stay out with that lucky dog. He's going in.
Pace car right now. He is getting
going to put him back on the lead.
A lap quick of back. Maybe he could beat these guys out in the pits. Probably not, though. We'll have to keep an eye on these pits, guys. Normally it takes 30 seconds to get around, and he just was there, so we're looking at another 20 seconds if these guys stay there. Number 4 car already jumping out of the pits. Number 7, oh, the number 4 car just gets out in front of the number 7 there. As you can see, 50 seconds and 52 seconds there for their pit stops. That is pit lane done. Let's go ahead and go back to our tower view. First caution. Let's head back to our actual leader here.
Yeah, it looks like that brought Dixon back on the lead lap, so hopefully he can get something out of this.
Again, Barrow got the jump out of there in the pit lane, so Barrow was actually leading the race here. Don't know what happened in pit lane there with White, but probably related to him bumping the wall. Maybe he had to do a little extra repair or get some extra fuel. Has White made the opportunity to maybe double fuel on himself, get extra loaded, and just trying to stay out for the rest of the race as it stands and without pitting again? Definitely a possibility.
That is possible. As it stands, Chris, the payout for the series winner of this league is going to be $52, and hopefully we get somebody that can take a significant stride towards that, because that's definitely a good, decent amount.
It is true. Again here at 39 laps down of our 110 at our first stage caution here with no cautions before, no accidents, a couple of people hitting the wall there, but remaining cars are the 4, 7, and 84. 84 being 2 laps down, but now back on the leader lap here behind the number 7 car. Definitely in the race as it stands right now. These 3 racers, anyone can win at this point. And if you just joining us, the number 4 car got the jump of the number 7 car out of the pit, now making him race leader here. We'll have to see what he can do at this second stage here.
Yeah, so they should be coming around for the final go about. We'll see how this actually ends up.
We are 1 lap to go here on our first caution with the number 4 car being in position 1. We'll have to see what the jump is like here once our green flag goes, and can the 4 and 7 stay side by side. Now, Jamie, as it stands, no one else here is on our racing track as part of GEC Motorsports. Is that correct?
No, Austin Dixon is GEC.
Oh, Austin is GEC. Okay, so
Yep.
got some points for GEC here in the boats, but ultimately, if this number 4 and number 7 car can stay in P1, P2, we're looking at them getting some substantial points here for Crimson Devils.
Absolutely, Chris.
Coming around to our final way here for the pace car to go in, looking at our green flag here momentarily here in Las Vegas. Pace car is in. Racers are going to the start line right now. Green flag. Number 7 car getting a massive lead of the number 4, but maintaining that top line. He would need to come down. There we go, coming down into the middle pack. Not going super low, trying to maintain those tires. Maybe he is going for that super long pit strategy. Hanging on to those
Oh,
cars. Number
84 gets into
84
the
just hitting
wall.
the wall there. They'll have to create some distance. Hopefully not too much major damage for him. Maybe making him stay in this race a little bit longer.
Really unfortunate after getting right back up to the lead lap. That might be detriment towards going towards the end here, Chris.
That is true. Let's go ahead and get on view with him real quick. Right behind the pack. Not that much distance. As you can see from our map, the one in the number 7 and 4 car is still battling, but the number 3 car is, or the number 84 car is not out of the race yet. Let's head back to our most exciting here tonight, our top 1 and 2. Again, part of the same team. We shouldn't be seeing too much fighting between them, but as we know, racers love to finish first. So they will be trying to get to the P1 position, both of them, but not trying to wreck the other guy out of it, that's for sure.
This is true. We know teammates or not, they definitely want to take the checkered flag home, and whether it's him or him, it's gonna be one, and they both want to be that one. So we'll see how it ends out, Chris. Look at them side by side, door by door, 4 down low. 7 is definitely not letting him go. Oh, looks like the 4 might have it.
4 does have it, currently being in first position, but the 7 not letting go. As of now, he'll have to get some more draft off of him if he wants to do anything. I will say this battling between them could actually... the number 7 hitting the wall into the pit lane. Or into the apron. That's some big damage there for the number 7 car. He's probably going into pit lane, figure out some damage, and we'll have to see if he stays in this race or not. That is definitely a bad way to start this second half. Caution coming out. Probably to help this number 7 out. Number 7 being in the pit lane.
Again, Chris, they only get 2 fast repairs. We're going to go ahead and go back and take a look at that if we can. So it looks like the 7 was trying to push really, really hard on that outside. Unfortunately, he misjudged that that right side wall as he was coming around and had to brake a little bit, actually, it looked like. I'm going to come around, and there it is right there. Back that up a little bit. All right. Yeah, it looks like he just misjudged that wall a little bit. Let's go ahead and ride along with him and see what happened there. Yeah, he was just trying to push really, really hard and got up into that wall, Chris, and got a lot of damage on that front end, unfortunately. Lucky for him, that caution came out.
As you can see right there, contact made. Maybe he got too much wind off the number 4 there that just brought him into the wall, but we'll head back to our live race here. On board right now with the number 7 car exiting the pits, or entering the pits. Are we live?
Yeah, Chris. I am. We are live. I thought he did enter the pits already. It does look like he did just use a fast repair, so. Or it looked like he did use a fast repair right there, Chris. So Let's check and make sure he's not a lap down. He is showing a lap down, Chris. So he's going to have to be that lucky dog in that next stage.
All right, now we're back live. Eric White heading back out onto the track right now, being 1 lap down. Will he get that lucky dog here? It does seem like he did, passing the pace car, almost wrecking with the pace car there. He'll hopefully get behind that 84 car there to resume racing. Now, Jamie, how many laps do we have to go here till we go green?
Looks like 2.
2 laps? All right, we'll be back once these cars go green. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Las Vegas here. We are going 1 to green as race control has allowed for it, but it does seem the pace car decided to stay out for 1 more lap, unless he goes in right now.
Nah, it is forcing it. So unfortunately, there's not we're gonna be able to do about that, Chris.
All right, we'll be back. All right, welcome back. Green light, 7. Just took him.
Oh, it looks like that 7's gonna catch a black flag
I
for
was
that,
about
Chris.
to say that was a little fast there. I'll let you know if a black flag does go towards him.
No, it definitely hit him. He definitely got a black flag for passing that leader right there. That's gonna be a detriment.
I don't know. I haven't gotten any words of a black flag here.
No, I can see it. I don't know why he would make a foolish mistake like that, Chris. Go ahead and back it up and watch that, because he should have known better. Ask those guys. He passed it. He gunned it well before the green light.
Unfortunately, I do not see a black flag on him, at least by iRacing. No DQs are under him. I haven't gotten word from my source, Michelle, down there on the field. No word, just clear passing. Austin Dixon and Jay Barrow for P1. What we're going to do here in the studio is we're going to actually go back into our live stream here. We're going to view exactly when those red lights came on and when he hit that accelerator. We'll let you know what happened here tonight at the racing
let's
field.
go watch this technical difficulty. If you can go ahead and take us off microphone.
Yeah, we'll be back. All right, and after further review, sorry, we'll just have to cut this real quick. As you can see on our review here, the number 7 car, as you can see, I got it at this perfect moment where the green light just happened, as you can see by those lights at the top there. And the system on the left side, as you can see, already is moving him to first position. So even, it doesn't matter if he went first position, the moments before those lights went off, he has passed the 84 car technically by our system here. So he has definitely received a black flag. We don't know why our system is not showing the black flag, but there has definitely been a black flag here tonight. We'll go ahead and back this up a couple seconds so you can see the full event unfold here as passive our live stream. Sorry for no audio being done. As you can see, definitely doing something there right before the green flags. Let's head back to our main race here, and we'll be back in a couple more seconds. Sorry about the delay, folks. All right, folks, welcome back. Unfortunately, there's not too much to talk about, so we decided to just put on some music and let you guys soak in what's going on. But as you can see, nothing's going on. Currently on lap 69 out of the 110, almost here on the lap 70, where we can go back to our next caution, allowing the 84 car here with a bunch of distance, about 19 seconds. Don't know what happened with him. Something definitely did slow him down, though, allowing him to catch back up with these packs here at our next caution coming up.
Yeah, Chris, it does look like he almost got lapped on this one, so we'll see what he can do with the last 50 laps of this race, or 40 laps of this race anyway.
And you can see on board a number 4 car right now, 84, at almost being in close to that 4 position there on our current track map. Lap 70. Getting close to that 71 here as the number 4 car rounds the last corner here to the finish line to end our stage here. Lap 71 now. Caution comes out. 70. Number 4, our stage winner here. Stage number 2.
Yeah, it looks like in that second stage, the number 4 was really dominant against the number 7. Unlike that first stage, the number 7 was way out in front of that number 4. So I'm not sure what happened right there, but we'll see what the 7 and the 4 can do in the next coming laps. We only got 40 to go left in this, Chris, and by the time we go green, we should only have about 38 or 37. So not too much more to go.
It's true, and while everyone here gets behind our pace car and catches back up with the pack, we'll be back once we go back green. As you can see, during our departure there, all 3 racers now in pit lane. We'll see if this affects who is in P1 here. I mean, if Dixon gets a good stop here, he could, well, in fact, become first. We'll have to see. It does seem like Barrow did get first here in the pit lane. We'll have to check out these guys' times and see if something could be happening here in pit lane, allowing someone to jump ahead. Currently on board, Barrow, who got out of the pit lane there. Let's try to stick around, though. Get back up to a better view here. See if we can get anyone else. Austin Dixon coming out of a P2 position, coming out of that pit lane. Now,
looks like that number 7 is still in there.
White is still remaining in that pit lane over 1 minute now here inside pit lane. Still inside pit lane now, 70 seconds.
Trying to probably get those optionals fixed, Chris, so he can get this race going. Unlike he does, yes, he is pulling back out right now, Chris, so let's see what he can do.
87 seconds now in pit lane.
So this is probably why he was falling back so far, Chris, is because he had that damage, which he still does have damage on that right front. So we got about 40-some laps, 30-some laps to go, and let's see how well he can hold up with that damage he's got currently. He might even be trying to catch up to pull back into the pit again. You never know.
And with that, all racers are now back onto our race field. We'll go silent until that green flag comes back out. Stay with us. Welcome back to the broadcast here. Is the pace car staying out for another lap here? Nope. All right.
Right now, and they're about to be going green.
There we
So we got
go.
the 4 in the lead with Austin Dixon on the outside, 7 running up behind with a little bit of damage on the right front. So let's see what'll happen here.
Green flag here back in Las Vegas. 76 of the 110 remaining, or 76 out of the 110. And maybe this 84 can now try to get into P1 for the first time tonight. Looking low on the number 4 car here. Almost wheel to wheel there. Can he do it right now? They're side by side, nearly side by side.
It looks like he might be able to take a lap. Oh, it looks like Barrows is going to hold on to that one.
Number 7 car closely behind, not letting them run away just yet. 84 car still looking for an opportunity here to pass number 4.
Like I said, Chris, those optionals that he took in that last pit stop definitely helped his speed. Looks like he's going to be able to maintain up there with them leaders.
That is true. Still looking to take P1. Gonna have to build some draft here and build some speed with the number 4. Let's get the dashboard going. See if we can see speed. Now, did I just see the number 4 lightly tap the wall there?
I hope not. He does look like he fell back a little bit on that. But we're going to go ahead and ride along with Dixon here for a second. Definitely peaking on the inside of that 4. Pushing really, really hard. Hopefully he doesn't wear them tires out too quickly, Chris.
As you can see from our speedometer down on the right side, both racers have exactly the same speed, so none of them will be passing each other as of right now. And it seems that Barrow does have some additional speed in those corners. Oh, seems the 84 might have just tapped the wall there ever so slightly.
He got super close to it, Chris. I don't know if he tapped it. I was riding on the inside of it when that happened, and it didn't look like he actually grabbed that wall, but he was definitely close.
Some distance now forming between the number 4 car and the 84, and also the number 7 car is slowly drifting behind.
Maybe that 7 car has a little bit more damage than we thought.
Let's get on board right now. So dashboard wise, we're looking at Dixon's got about 180, while Eric White is maybe about a couple miles per hour slower. We'll have to see. Unfortunately, I think they're entering that turn there. We'll check at this straightaway here. 180, looking at 183 across the finish line there. 183. No, they got the same speed going, so we'll have to keep our eye on them, see what they can do tonight.
Yeah, maybe it's just Eric's trying to save a little bit of tires. We're definitely seeing Austin push a little bit harder to try to take that lead, but he's going to be wearing them out at the same time. Looking good for Barrows, but this is the best the number 84 has been able to keep up. Hopefully he can maintain that kind of speed and hopefully pull something off tonight.
That is true. There's definitely some gap forming between the 4 and 84 car, however. Last lap, it looks like the 4 car was a whole like 0.2 seconds faster than the number 84 car there. Actually, correction, the 84 car actually was a little bit faster on that last lap, with the number 4 car being 0.4 seconds slower, which we do expect since the 84 is getting some draft from that 4 car there.
Yeah, Chris, it looks like that 84 is definitely falling back a little bit. He's feeling that tire wear already. I guarantee it. The seven's going to be right up behind him.
See that going on right now, which is pretty detrimental to the GEC Motorsports because right now he's holding back one of the members from getting additional points towards their team standing. But the 7 now taken lower, very close to each other. But unfortunately for the 84, the number
Oh, and
7
the 84 is into the wall.
just helping the number 7 car get in front of him. Thus taking a position 2, but while during all of that, the number 4 cars ran away, now 1.5 seconds from the other 2 cars there. "25 laps to go here at Las Vegas for our Xfinity Series here at GEC NASCAR League. Again, currently number 4 car starting pretty much in dead last, plus 4 positions, starting in 5th. So yeah, dead last. Going to first is a very good accomplishment. Unfortunately, there's not too many racers here tonight. It would be a different story if he started in P30th and is now in P1, but still good work out of him here tonight, going from last to first.
Oh, yeah, nonetheless, Chris, nonetheless.
And as this race continues on, there is not too much to commentate as most of these racers have fallen into their respective positions, now creating some distance. We'll be back if any updates continue, and stick around.
be the 7 is going to be right directly behind that 4 with only 15 laps to go. He's going to be pushing really hard. He still has that damage on that front right, Chris, but let's see what he can do in these last 15 laps. 15 laps is a lot of laps on these old tires. Hopefully Eric can pull out his first win tonight.
That is true. Sector 2 there, White does go a little bit slower, about 1.0 seconds slower than Barrow. We'll have to see if we can keep up this this distance between the sectors here. We'll keep you up to date on those sectors as they continue. Right there now, 0.4 seconds slower. So it does seem as Barrow is actually taking the lead as it stands right now. And if you can look at our top right mini map there of the black track layout, the 84 has definitely fallen off, now about 11 seconds off of the leaders here. Sector 2 a little bit quicker for White there, plus 0.2 seconds, so making some distance there. Now side by side here, nearly side by side. Let's get a closer look at our TV2 camera. Neck and neck now, making definite strides toward P1 now, exceeding in these sectors now. Actually
looks like Barrow going really high there, Chris. They're going to be side by side. It looks like Eric's going to be taking the lead. And there it is. Eric White is taking the lead with only 10 laps to go. Barrows isn't gonna take it lying down though, Chris. It looks like he's right on the back end of Eric. One mistake and it's over.
It's true. On board with White right now, watching these sectors, their times through these sectors. As you can see, some red right there for Barrow on that last sector. We'll have to see how the next one goes for him. If you don't know where these sectors fall, you can look at our mini map. The first dot coming up here will be Sector 1 complete right now. So you can see Sector 1, Barrows is looking in the green. Our next sector is across the finish line, so they're pretty much halfway across the track here. That's where our two sectors are at Las Vegas. Looking like maybe a little red there for Barrow, making some distance between the two. As you can see, some red, about 0.1 seconds slower there than White in those sectors.
Well, I'm not sure, Chris, but it sort of looked like the 4 was pushing the 7 there for a minute.
Possibly, but it definitely
looks like he's using that speed to push him instead of try to get around him.
A lot better.
I don't see why they would be pushing each other. It's not like they're trying to get away. If I was a number 4 car, I'd be trying to get in front of the 7 as much as I can. Unless number 4 is waiting for the number 7 tires to give out here, maybe giving the number 4 an opportunity at the last second to take the lead.
Looks like coming out of the turns, the 7 definitely is slowing down a lot more significantly than the 4.
Both green sectors there for Barrow on the number 7, making some distance, or not creating distance between the two. 84, however, still falling off, now 15 seconds behind the leaders here. Looking like that's where he's going to be ending the race tonight in P3, while our race leaders, one of them will be P1, one of them will be P2. Unclear at this moment on who.
Yeah, it looks like Barrows keeps looking low down there inside of the turns, but coming out of the turns, they look like they're going to be straight ahead.
He keeps looking low, keeps looking high. I mean, I can't tell what's going through the number 4's mind right now. I don't know if he's going to try to go for it, if he's trying to help his teammate out here. I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah, I'm super confused as well, Chris. It looks like he's
definitely... Oh, here we go, drafting, looking low. Unfortunately, number 7 keeping his speed there. But definitely an opportunity there for number 4 to get in front, staying low.
Oh, looks like that high line definitely gave that number 7 a little bit more speed coming with only 5 to go. We'll see if he can hold on to it.
5 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Make that almost 4. Halfway across lap 5 at this point. Sector 1 looking a little bit slower there for Barrow. 0.02 seconds slower than White. It's looking like White is slowly moving away, but reminder that the number 4 is still gathering the draft between the two, so anyone's possible at this point to win this. 4 laps to go. I've just gotten word that 84 has just pitted into pit lanes, probably accepting his P3 and just deciding to stop right now and maybe mentally prepare for his next race, figure out what's wrong, what's right with the pit crew there, and try to come out next time with better performance.
Oh, it looks like the 7 had to slow down a little bit coming out of that last turn before he smacked that wall.
3 laps to go here. Still red-green for both of them. Pretty much maintaining their spots here. This is going to be a close one at the end here, but I'm pretty much... Number 4 definitely had an opportunity there. I was going to say that the number 7 looks like he's just going to secure this win, but number 4 keeps battling for it. Reminder that both of these are the same teammates, so they are definitely getting the maximum amount of points for the Crimson Devils here, but again, a racer wants to win because there's still the championship series as well, which is driver standings. So both of these racers here want the maximum amount of points to take the lead over Andrew, P1 of our racing standings.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying really hard to maintain that front side.
With only 1 to go here in a couple seconds from right now, we have to see something pretty much on this lap.
All right, that here does signal it. 1 to go, and let's see if he can keep it.
Reminder, no yellows. Both of these racers have secured their P1 and P2, but who will be P1? We're about to find out. We are on our final lap here at Las Vegas.
Looks like Barrow's
number
looking on
4
the outside.
Looking up high on the number 7. Number 7.
He wasn't able to do it.
Maintaining onto the apron. Number 7 taking the race winner here at Las Vegas Speedway.
Somehow able to take it with that damage. We're going to go ahead and...
Stay tuned, folks, as we'll be having multiple interviews with some of the players here tonight, racers, including our race winner here, Eric White. Let's go ahead and get our overall race results here up for you guys so you guys can see all that happened tonight. There you go. Stand by as we will work out some interviews going on shortly. All right, unfortunately...
Oh, wait, no, we do have Eric. Go ahead, Dooms.
All right, we're gonna send this down to Jamie now, down on the field here with our race winner, Mr. White. Jamie, let's go ahead and get into the mind of Eric there and his wins. Do you read me?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a
we got.
copy.
All
Done.
right. So, Mr. White, how does it feel today? Even though we didn't have a huge turnout, a win is a win nonetheless. So it should be just as fruitful. Doesn't matter where it came from. How does it feel, and what did it take to get up past Barros today?
Well, me and him were talking the whole race back and forth, and um, when I hit that wall and told him to take the lead for a while, and then later on in the race, his tires started failing. I mean, he still had to face faster straight line than I did, but in the corners, he was losing a lot of speed in the corners due to tires being just wore right out. So when I got in front of him, I told him, "Don't try and push it. Don't wreck us out. You know, let's just finish the race strong." And I mean, we're already ahead of everybody else, and then we had a lot of people drop out of the race as they were slowly drifting back. Um, so yeah, we just worked together. Said, we'll just push each other and keep each other up here in 1 and 2, and run the rest of the race out. Just won't try and advance any and cause any stupid mistakes.
Yeah, as we seen, we suspected that you guys may be pushing each other, and Barros may have been pushing you up to the lead to win. Now, how did that play a role in how this outcome came?
Well, looking at a point standing situation, at the end of the day, me getting this win and me pushing him to the win on Truck Series at Vegas a week ago, um, kind of helped out, like evened each other out a little bit points wise. So I mean, basically just communication between two teammates. Just worried about where we're going to finish at in the season and making sure we're both going to be the 1 and 2 spot.
Well, you guys did a great job today, and we look forward to seeing what the Devils can do in the future. Um, Obviously, working as a team, having Eli and Jessica is definitely going to be substantially improvement compared to just you two alone. That definitely plays a role in how you guys are performing as a
Yeah,
team.
that's going to be huge. Eli's very knowledgeable. I mean, yeah, we run the fixed setups, but chassis and offsets and brake bias, it all plays a huge role in how your tires wear and everything else in the races. And um, Eli is very knowledgeable when it comes to that on certain tracks. So taking some pointers.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys can do in the future. And again, great race. We're going to go ahead and end it there. And hopefully, we'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. You guys take care.
On board.
All right, and with that, we're gonna be ending our live stream. Here's a final look at that last lap between the 7 and the 4. 7 taking the win there here at Las Vegas. And with that, we'll be ending our stream here. Stay tuned for our next gen coming up in a couple hours from now. And we'll see you next time for our Xfinity Week 4 next week.